Here we are asked to graph the function f of x equals x minus 5 times x plus 4. So when I'm graphing this, let's do it like so. How is the graph related to, so we're going to graph it first, sorry. The first thing I'm going to do here is I know that from here I can find my x-intercepts, because if I plug in 5, that makes the whole equation 0. And then if I plug in negative 4, that makes the whole equation 0. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, and 4 and get my point here. Then I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and get my point right there. So the first thing I do is I plot my x-intercepts there just from the equation. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the vertex of my function. Actually, first, I'm going to note that this is a positive parabola because it's a degree of 2, meaning I should get this U shape. So now I just need to find the vertex, and I know that parabolas are symmetrical. So I got to find the center here between, negative 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So unfortunately, my in-between point right here is going to be positive 0.5, which is ugly and makes me do math, which again, I know everyone hates and why you're here, but we're going to do it anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in, so I know for my vertex, my x value is 0.5 or 1/2. So I'm going to plug that in to x to find the y value. Once I plug that in, I get negative 4.5 times 4.5, which is negative 20.25. So that is my y value of my vertex. So if I go down, again, pretend this is 20.25. I go down all the way here to find my vertex. Then I sketch my parabola going like this. Again, symmetrical here. And there's my graph. Scale probably sucks, which is my bad, but again, because I'm going down 20.25. So how is the graph related to the equation? Well, these values that were given here, the inverse of those values, gives us the x-intercepts. Use what you noticed in part A to write an equation of a quadratic function that has x-intercepts at negative 6 and 3. Well, that's nice and easy because I got f of x equals x plus 6, because I know that if I were to plug in negative 6, my y value would be 0. And then I got x minus 3, because if I plug in positive 3, it makes my y value 0. So my equation for that quadratic would be x plus 6 times x minus 3.